When time stood still, the reunion of BaiLu and Wang HeDi. November in the Chinese entertainment industry is always dazzling, a time when red carpets blaze, flashbulbs burst like fireworks, and every step becomes a statement. Yet among all the glamour at this year's Vision Conference, one quiet moment stole the world's attention. BaiLu and Wang HeDi, seated side by side once again, as if time had never moved forward at all. It wasn't announced. It wasn't even expected. But when cameras turned toward the pair who once defined romance for a generation, the air seemed to still. For fans who had lived through every heartbeat of love in the camp, that one frame, her soft smile, his calm composure, was enough to reopen the door to 2023, when their story as Zheng Shui and Shi Yan had taken the world by storm. The Vision Conference was, as always, a constellation of brilliance. Yang Mi floated through the lights in royal blue, Zhang Yuxi glowed in pink, Luo Yunxi stood poised in black. Yet none of them ignited the crowd quite like the reunion that no one saw coming. When the livestream camera panned across the audience and caught BaiLu in her silver-white gown sitting next to Wang HeDi in a sharp black suit, the internet erupted. It's like the drama never ended. This isn't an arrangement, it's destiny. Even their smiles are still in sync. By the end of the night, the hashtags BaiLu Wang HeDi reunion and Dreaming Back to Love had racked up hundreds of millions of views, turning what began as a fleeting coincidence into the most romantic headline of the year. When Love in the Camp first aired in November 2023, it wasn't just another urban romance, it was lightning in a bottle. BaiLu's Zheng Shui was independent, proud, and achingly human. Wang HeDi's Shi Yan was cold on the surface, yet fiercely protective beneath. Together, they crafted a love story defined not by melodrama, but by tension, humor, and the slow unraveling of trust. Every argument felt alive. Every glance was a confession. Audiences fell in love, not just with the characters, but with the authenticity of the connection between the two actors. Hashtags about their chemistry trended daily. Edits of their behind-the-scenes interactions flooded Douyin. "It's not acting," one viral post said, "it's a conversation that never ends." And when the final episode aired, fans weren't ready to let go. 2 years later, the reunion felt less like a surprise and more like an unfinished story finding its next chapter. Because even as their careers diverged, their names remained bound together in the public imagination. After the drama success, BaiLu blossomed into one of China's most respected actresses. Her versatility grew evident through Ning and Ru Meng and Chang Yu Jin Ming, where she balanced elegance with emotional intelligence. She matured from the image of the sweet heroine into a performer of remarkable depth, capable of embodying fragility and strength in equal measure. Wang HeDi, meanwhile, transformed from rising idol to a bona fide leading man. His layered performances in The Legend of the Condor Heroes and Our Interpreter earned him critical respect and cemented his place as one of the nation's most beloved stars. Off-screen, his sincerity and humor, the very qualities that once warmed love in the camp, made him even more magnetic. Despite never reuniting on screen, the echo of their partnership lingered. Whenever they appeared at the same events, comment sections overflowed with wishes. Please reunite them in another drama. Their chemistry feels like destiny itself. This persistence, the inability of time to dull their image together, became almost a phenomenon in itself. At the Vision Conference, that phenomenon found its quiet validation. The clip that went viral wasn't loud or staged. It was intimate in its simplicity. The camera caught BaiLu turning toward Wang HeDi with a faint, unguarded smile. He nodded slightly, almost unconsciously, and that was all it took. Fans slowed the footage, zoomed in, analyzed the angle of her eyes and the tilt of his chin. Someone even compared it with footage from the 2023 press conference. Same lighting, same expression, almost as if fate had pressed copy and paste. For the public, this was more than nostalgia. It was proof that something unspoken still existed. And maybe that's why it resonated so deeply. In a world built on noise, it was the silence that made hearts tremble. In the days that followed, Weibo filled with essays, fan art, and miniature documentaries dissecting the reunion. One fan wrote, "We grew up watching them fall in love. Seeing them together again feels like meeting an old friend, someone who reminds you that warmth never truly disappears." Indeed, their reunion wasn't just about memory, it was about continuity. It reminded people of how powerful sincerity can be. Both BaiLu and Wang HeDi have always carried a rare kind of authenticity. They act not only with precision, but with empathy. They inhabit emotions fully, not because the script demands it, but because they understand it. On set years ago, colleagues recalled how little they rehearsed emotional scenes. They relied on instinct. They listened to each other. That trust, the willingness to be vulnerable, became the invisible thread that audiences still feel today. And in that moment at the Vision Conference, you could see it again. When BaiLu adjusted her gown, Wang HeDi instinctively stepped aside, creating space. It was a small, wordless gesture, but those who remembered episode 17 of Love in the Camp felt the déjà vu, that same protective movement, that same quiet tenderness. Fiction, it seemed, had found its mirror in reality. Perhaps that's the secret to their enduring connection. They never forced it. It simply exists, like gravity, unseen, constant, inevitable. When the live stream ended and the lights dimmed, the buzz online only grew louder. Fans called it the most beautiful coincidence. Industry insiders whispered about the possibility of a new project together, maybe a sequel, maybe something entirely new. But for many, the reunion itself was enough. It wasn't about what came next. It was about what remained. Because sometimes art leaves an imprint that even time can't fade. Epilogue, when fate becomes art. There are reunions that feel scripted, then there are those that feel like the universe gently closing a loop. BaiLu and Wang HeDi's reunion belonged to the latter. In an industry dominated by schedules, PR strategies, and market trends, moments of genuine humanity are rare. Yet on that night, under a storm of camera flashes, two artists met not as celebrities, but as fragments of a story that had once belonged to millions. Their silent acknowledgement, that smile, that nod, carried the weight of everything they once portrayed and everything they've become. It reminded audiences that while dramas end, emotion doesn't. What is created with sincerity continues to breathe long after the credits roll. For BaiLu, who has built her craft on honesty and grace, that night was more than nostalgia. It was proof of her evolution. Her expression wasn't performative. It was peaceful. The look of an artist who understands that her work has transcended the boundaries of fiction. For Wang HeDi, known for his youthful charisma and rare humility, the reunion revealed his depth. His quiet smile seemed to say what words could not. Some bonds don't need to be explained. And for everyone watching, it was a reminder of why we fall in love with stories in the first place, because they make us believe in connection. In a world obsessed with perfection, BaiLu and Wang HeDi's reunion offered something real, Tenderness unspoken, chemistry unplanned, authenticity untouched by time. It's tempting to call it fate. But perhaps it's something simpler, something more profound: art. The kind of art that doesn't belong to screens or scripts, but to shared human experience. They may never reunite in another drama. Or they might. Yet the true magic lies not in the possibilities, but in the permanence of what they've already created. That night, as they sat beneath the golden lights, the past and present blurred beautifully, like two melodies intertwining in the same chord. Years from now, people may forget the titles of dramas or the names of awards, but they will remember this image: two people smiling quietly, as if acknowledging the echo of a love story that once made the world believe. Because some stories don't end. They live on, not in scripts, but in hearts. And when BaiLu turned her head that evening, and Wang HeDi met her gaze with that familiar calm, it was as if the universe whispered its favorite line once more: some connections are written not by writers, but by time itself.